future of Indian economy market, Indian stock market. So that I'm just mentioning a few things, few structural changes which is happening in the economy, or which is already there existing, which will make a lot of difference to the economy, and hence it will make a lot of difference to the Indian stock market. Number one, 43 crore bank accounts were opened under Jan Dhan Yojana. Yeah. So in last 7-8 years, whatever number of years they've opened this account. Now, what is it? What is the significance of this? Please understand, in every family they've opened approximately 2 accounts, husband and wife, right? And they have got children or parents as dependent as well. Mostly children don't have the account. Only the parents and maybe the grandparents have also have it. But behind these 43 crore accounts, there's a population of approximately 90 crores who had no access to banking channel till like 6, 7, 8, 10 years back, and today they have. Think about it. 90 crore of your countrymen had no access to banking channel 10 years back. Do you ask this question to your colleagues or friends or relatives? Do you have a bank account? Or has anyone asked you this kind of a question? It's a stupid question, right? Because it's for granted for us. Everyone has a bank account. Who does not have a bank account? But we are in the minority few, the fortunate few. Right now, because of the bank accounts, the benefits, they are now getting life insurance policies, medical insurance policies. They're saving more money. They're getting some interest payment on what they're saving. Their behavior, their spending behavior has changed. We have, I mean, the kind of transformation it had in their life is immense. We can't imagine, because we have been using it since our childhood. I mean, my parents always had a bank account since I know it, right? So it's a very common thing for us, but people have got it now, and this will have a huge impact on the. I mean, for a country like India, for the impact to show for this kind of for activity, it takes about 15 to 20 years minimum. Then it will start showing, okay, this activity was done, and this is what the impact is. Yeah. Next, even today, electricity is not available to most of the households in villages. And those who have electricity, it's like 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour. Now, if you don't have electricity, or even if you have it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, will you buy those appliances? Will you buy a refrigerator? No. Will you buy a washing machine? No. Will you buy a mixing grinder? Will you have a mobile? No. How will you charge? Again, we only look at people around us. We are surrounded with people who are like us in financial health. So we believe that everyone has got everything. No, majority of people do not have what you and I have. The consumption story in India has not yet begun. It's a long journey to go in terms of consumption. We can't even imagine the kind of consumption we will witness in the next 10, 20 years. All these GST, RERA, online stuff which is happening, this is making a difference. Why it is making a difference? The cash economy is going down. So it is showing in the GDP. Favorable demographics. 65% of India's population is below 35 years of age. India is the youngest country of this size. That will make a huge difference to the economy. Hardly 5% of India's adults invest in stock market, compared to 50% plus in US. And it is much more than 5% even in developing economies. Forget about developed. But now this gap is reducing. Why? Because the new generation is not as fond of land and gold the way the previous generations were. You know, my grandmom and my mother are fond of jewelry even today, but my wife is not. Right? So that preference is changing. The concept of luxury is changing. Even properties, people are like, I want to buy my own house, but I cannot manage like 1 plot of land there, 2 plots of land there. I cannot manage that. I'm not good at it. I'll prefer to have everything on my desktop, all my investments. So that affinity towards land and gold is reducing in India with the new generation coming in, and that money is moving to financial assets. EPFO, all those who are in job and you're getting your PF, up to 15% of your money is going into stock market. This started hardly in 2015-16. It's not a very long story. Just like 5-6 years back it started. Can you imagine that like thousands of crores of rupees every month is going into stock market just from EPFO? LIC is, by the way, the biggest DII investor of India. I mean, the kind of investments they have, it's the biggest investment by any particular one entity in India. Domestic institutional investor, LIC. NPS again, another one. All these people are not, I mean, all these big, huge funds are coming, flowing every day, every week, every month. Yeah. Another structural change or growth opportunity. In US, behind every 1,000 people, there are 950 plus four-wheelers. Four-wheelers means it includes trucks and buses and taxis and private cars, everything, right? So behind every 1,000 people, there are 950 plus four-wheelers. Can you guess the number for India? Write in the chat box. My voice is low. Is my voice fine for others? How many people in India out of behind every 1,000 people have got four-wheelers or number of four-wheelers, including bus, trucks, taxis, everything? In US, it is 950 plus. How much is it in India? Your voice is fine for others. Please check at your end once. 10, 150, 100, 50. Any other number? Number of four-wheelers includes not only private cars, includes buses, trucks, taxis, any four-wheeler, anything which has got four wheels. Behind every 1,000 people, how many people in India have got four-wheelers? Now, how many four-wheelers are there in India behind every 1,000 people? 40, 100, 25, 25 plus, 300. All right. The answer is 22. So brace for more traffic jams. Yeah. So with this number of vehicles, you know what the kind of traffic situation is in your town or city. It's across the country, I believe. So we are nowhere right now. Look at the kind. Imagine the kind of growth. Now, don't go and invest in automobile companies tomorrow. I mean, please hold on. Yeah, there's a lot of competition also there, since there's growth. I'm just talking about from the perspective of India's growth stories. I'm not saying it will reach 950. We may never reach 950. Why? Because all this shared mobility coming, metro and public transport improving, we may never reach there. But we will definitely go much beyond 22. We'll go to 50, 100, 150, 200 for sure in next few decades or few years. So that growth is still left. Again, we feel that everyone has got a car around us. So that's why the numbers like 200, 300, 500 were coming in the chat box. But no, you are in the lucky. I mean, if you have a four-wheeler in the house, you're in top 2% in India. Remaining 98% people do not have a four-wheeler in India. I'm talking about a private car right now, not just four-wheeler, any four-wheeler.